Hey, what's up, guys? It's Logan here. I got a special guest with me today, David Corey. Uh, he's known all over the world, man. You've heard his music everywhere. It's a special guest. We go way back, back to
Yeah,
when Twitter first got going, man. So it's crazy.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I first want to give a couple of shout outs to the sponsors that we have. Cypress Creek Golf Course. Appreciate you letting me golf out there all the time. Deep Sleepwear Sports. I need to hook you up with some of this stuff too, man. They got a nice hoodie. So when you're traveling, customizable, put it over your head, cut yourself off from the rest of the world, man.
I need that, man. You know we gotta play golf too soon, man.
Oh, I didn't know you played too.
Oh yeah, that's like a hidden gem of mine, man. A lot of people don't know that.
Really, really.
Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
yeah,
So next time I have you on the show, then we'll talk about that. Well, hopefully we'll have some cool things to talk about
yeah,
from our golfing experience.
yeah, for sure.
Cool, cool. Well, yeah, man. So basically, give the my viewers and followers, give them a little brief background about who you are, how they can get in touch with you, how they can hear your music, follow you on
Yeah,
social media. I know how to do all that, but I want them to hear that.
sure. Yeah, man. My name is David Corey, man. I'm a R&B pop soul singer. I got my own label called Urban Rock Records. You guys can follow me at David Corey on all social medias, Correy. And to all my supporters that like to get a little bit more intimate and hit me up on a personal day-to-day basis because I love staying in touch with y'all. Y'all can hit me up personally. Where is it? We got it right here. 917-251-4887. But all my social handles are at David Corey. And all my music is available on all digital streaming platforms and all just platforms all over the board. So, and my newest album that dropped is called Algo Nuevo. It's my first Spanglish project. So I'm really excited about that.
When is that coming out?
And now it's already out.
It's already.
It's been out about 7 months. It's almost at 1.1 million streams. So I'm pretty proud of it. You know, pretty excited about all that. And for some that don't know, I was a finalist on the TV show X Factor, and that's kind of what shot me to international being known and kind of helped spread the ripple effect. So it's been a journey for sure.
That's awesome. I mean, that's enough cool stuff right there. But we'll get to the actual questions
Right.
that I have
Right.
for you. But so with all this being said and done, you've traveled all over the world. What is the coolest place that you've ever performed at?
Oh man, I never forget this. And for the people that I'm explaining this about, you guys can actually look it up and just type in David Corey live shows. But it was a 2014 at Fan Mail in Germany. 750,000 people. I have not heard a piercing of screams and cheers and chants that loud in my entire life. So just coming from a little town, being adopted from Recife, Brazil, to a smaller town in Riva, Maryland, 4,700 people, no stoplights, to that, that was I don't think any, for that situation to be duplicated, well, God be the glory to keep on going with that. But that was something for the books for sure. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. I can only imagine. Like, I mean, playing ball and stuff. I played in front of some smaller crowds, and I have friends that play professionally. That I mean, they play in 100,000 people is a ton of people. 750. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah, man. I mean, shout out to Deutschland, all of Germany, man. It's one of my biggest markets and one of my favorite places to visit too. So I had a lot of fun over there.
That's awesome, man. That's definitely a
Yeah.
cool story. What leads us into the next one? Who's the coolest person you ever performed with?
My first show I've ever done was somebody that I actually really looked up to, and I think is one of the greatest, performers and singers for the R&B pop world is Neo. That was my first show. I think it was in 2008, 2009, right before I started Urban Rock Records. I did that show with him at Ramshead in Baltimore, Maryland, and just such a humble dude. All he was doing was giving advice and giving game. He had just released his single "So Sick," which was a smash, and just kind of talking to me about how he broke into the game and all the BS that he had to endure, and just letting me know it only takes one, yes, but just you got to stay at it, and it paid off, man. But and just to watch him and just study, man, because I'm a studier of the game first, man. I always want to study people better than me, so that was cool.
Yeah, man, that's crazy that you even have the opportunity to be around those people, let alone perform with them. And I mean, and that's people growing up and getting to idolize too. So that's nuts,
Yeah, that was the Verizon flip up phone era, man. When you had them on your hip. Yeah, that was definitely just to see that whole growth of that. He opened up my eyes to a lot of different things, man. So he was definitely ahead of his time for sure.
That's cool. It's cool. So obviously with stardom and fame comes, money and getting to hang out and do stuff like that. And
Yeah.
as we get older, those those times die down a lot. But when we were young, we all got those stories. What where I'm going with it is a night out. What's the craziest night out, coolest night out you've ever had?
Oh my God. My two boys, they would probably kill me to hear me say this, but like Jakarta, Indonesia, my last night, you know, that was my movie version of The Hangover. Mine is like we had to obviously perform in music. We're on a high, but like
Yeah.
legitimately to see where every one of us woke up in 3 different places in the same hotel, it was the wildest thing I've ever experienced in my life. Like I don't even know what time we walked in. We were already 14, 12 hours ahead of, USA time. So that was the craziest thing I've ever done. The strangers we encountered, the memories, like I still have like that picture on my refrigerator. It literally looks like the Wolfpack shit from my hangover. So that was a wild story.
Man, that's awesome. Like I told you, my whole point with this show is kind of short and brief and show people, cool stuff that everybody gets to experience. And, no matter whether you're a celebrity or not, we all have cool nights and we all have cool things going on. So it's just fun to hear everybody's version of what's cool to them,
Absolutely, man.
So.
And then to anybody that's watching this, that's an entrepreneur, entertainer, arts, dancer, anything of that nature, man. If you want it, trust me, it can happen. You just got to stay at it. And I know that sounds cliche, but the day you feel like giving up could be the day that it happens for you. So stay at it and stay positive.
Well, and then one thing I could say about you from knowing you and following you and, seeing you on these platforms and watching you grow with it all too is like, you never forget anybody, which you're doing right now. You never forget anybody that helped you get going. And I always see how inspiring you are to anybody that asks questions. So I would say the same thing to these people watching, that if and even if after, I'm sure you'll share my stuff too to help out, but it's like when your people see me talking, I want them to know that's not you just doing this. Like you really truly do what you say you're going to do, and that's not common in this day and age. And for you to be as high as you are and have performed in front of 750,000 people and still turn around to answer one simple tweet when you have 1 million plus followers on all these platforms, I mean that's heart-wrenching stuff, man. That's a cool thing to see.
Nah, I appreciate it a lot. Hey, cool story for y'all that are watching that follow him and might not know this about him, but as the social media kept like churning and kept building, like he's, Logan's involved with a lot of powerful people within the entertainment world in all different facets, but he helped me out and he believed in me and he hasn't changed at all throughout this time. And he gave me an opportunity to help build something to turn into something else. So I appreciate that for sure. I've known you dang near it's been, this is before X Factor, so this probably been almost a decade of speaking to you, or
Yeah.
Obviously life happens. We go through our things, but you're always there supporting, man. I appreciate that.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you taking the time. I hope your family stays safe during all this stuff. I'm going to be putting little leaks and trailers out there. Like I said, David Corey, make sure you guys go check out his music. Follow him on all his social media platforms. And hey, bro, I'll be in touch. And like I said, we gotta get together and hit the links, man.
Hey, absolutely, Logan. Hey, man, I know you got a busy day. I appreciate it, man. Everybody's supporting, following him. Keep at it, and everyone that's just getting hip to me, man. Every supporter is appreciative. So God bless, man.
Hey, man, have a good day. Appreciate it, bro.
All right, brother. Take care, man.